Radio Bar Piano Vienna.
Welcome to the world of Bar Piano. You are listening to Radio Bar Piano Vienna by and with Alexandra Barnett. Enjoy aphorisms, stories and interesting facts about the genre of bar piano with the compositions of Viennese bar pianists. A hearty servus from Vienna is sent to you today by the following performers: Dravi František, Martin Kainz, Erwin Loskott, Thomas Pleidl, Reinhard Wallner. Rendezvous at Café Brückel. In this series of broadcasts, Rendezvous of Interpretations, I present different variations of one and the same composition. The anatomy of the bar piano is the art of the bar pianist to create his own work of art of interpretation from a simple note representation. One and the same note performance becomes the unique work of the respective bar pianist. In this episode, I present the interpretations of the composition Rendezvous at Café Brückel of the performers quoted above. The special feature: each recording was made from the same sheet of music. Welcome to Radio Bar Piano Vienna, Rendezvous of Interpretations. Rendezvous at Café Brückel. How did you feel on your first rendezvous? Do you still remember the fine tingling? Maybe butterflies fluttered excitedly in your stomach? Along the way, recap possible introductory phrases. Or have you thought about the 100 topics that you would like to discuss with the other person in order to find out about his or her opinions, feelings, and interests? Is there music rushing through your veins? The heart, throbbing expectation, paired with longing desire. Feeling so absolutely, so beautiful. Before you enter the cafe, maybe a quick pause with a check of your clothes. Is everything sitting impeccably? A quick peek into a pane of glass checks hairstyle and appearance. The last steps. You've reached your destination. Café Brückel is emblazoned on the portal of the grandiose Gründerzeit building, you hesitantly or courageously open the door. The air is filled with fine fragrances. You see the barista just bubbling the famous Brückelmocha into the cup. And the crema of the cafe exudes an invigorating scent. In addition, nuances of the finest pastries. Your searching gaze. It sweeps over the room, perceives many shades of color. Then it lingers benevolently on the destination of your longing. The last steps. A welcoming smile. A warm Grüß Gott. A breathed Servus back. In the gaze, a delighted flesh. The density of well-meaning recognition. Heartiness flows through you. Were those the memories that inspired Ravi František to write this beautiful song? His version, Rendezvous at Café Brückel, has accompanied you since you entered the cafe. Now we enjoy the version by Martin Kainz. Here, one feels embedded in a restrained, yearning Viennese waltz in 6/8 rhythm. Yes, this is also a lovely possibility to express this unique sort of music. Swaying, still cautious, soon melting away, expectant. Let's see what Martin Kainz from Bavaria conjures from it. After all, he too is a child of the Danube. Its murmur also in his blood. On the beautiful blue river Danube, the Danube fairy kissed him. Donaustrudel, Donauwelle, all well known to him. His version sounds as if he had traveled especially on the Danube waves from Passau to Vienna to dive into his rendezvous. Now we hear Martin Kainz' magic spell. switch to the alternative by Thomas Pleidel. Thomas Pleidel sets up his rendezvous more cautiously, more hesitantly, as it were. Has he checked the fitting of his cloth in several shop windows? Ah, he's still buying roses. Light pink and white. You don't want to push, do you? Thomas Pleidel, Rendezvous at Café Brückel. And now we hear the version by Erwin Loskott. Erwin Loskott's Rendezvous sounds very playful. He plays with the rhythm, sets pauses effectively, phrases imaginatively. A promising start in perhaps a nice afternoon and evening, interesting conversation, a little banter, or even new love's happiness. From this example, you can see beautifully the varied versatility of bar piano. In this genre, it is not all about playing a piece exactly like. Here it is about breathing life into a combination of notes to create an atmosphere on which one then sets various peaks, triplets, capers to achieve exactly one goal, enabling the listener to go on a voyage of discovery into the world of the bar piano, to end up in paradise, just like Professor Gerhard Steiner used to put handwritten notes in front of his students and encourage them to make something beautiful out of it. Moments arise in this genre as in no other, always woven into the intimacy of the piano. Whether this is a Bösendorfer Grand Imperial, the emperor among pianos, or a 100-year-old bar piano with half-broken keys and numerous liqueur, wine and whiskey experiences. A real piano has, just like any natural instrument, a soul. And whoever is a bar pianist with heart and soul knows how to make the magic of this soul resound. Atmosphere, how herewith, does not conjure otherwise. Stories of life are written. Notes are enchanted into clouds of sound, on which one so gladly floats and may fly away from everyday life. And each listener opens up a new picture, his own, promoted by the feelings that are set in vibration while listening. And here is another delicate variation played by Reinhard Wallner. His Rendezvous, a reminiscence of a tasty 25-year matured whiskey, elegant, well-balanced, round, discreet, flowing on the finish. A swaying English waltz. Enjoy with Reinhard Wallner, Rendezvous at Café Brückel. Which of those interpretations did you like best? Maybe you listen to all variations on one of the streaming platforms again to be able to decide better then? If you play the bar piano yourself, discover passages that raise your creativity and craft a new interpretation. It is invented exactly for this purpose, to inspire your own creativity. Therefore, Reinhard Wallner arranges these compositions in the Viennese Bar Pianist music booklets. And he takes especially consideration for the live musician. The sheet music layout is very easy to read, even by candlelight. With the real books of the Viennese bar pianists, you are well prepared for your next live performance. For music that delights your soul. As background to my moderation today, you heard from the albums of the Viennese bar pianists the following compositions: Bubbles of Champagne, Fascination, Rendezvous im Café Brückel, Mit den Sternen. The melodies of the Viennese bar pianists can be heard every evening in various bars, cafes and hotels in Vienna and the surrounding area. If you now have a taste for them, you can find our melodies on all music platforms. Here you can find hundreds of hours of playlists of Viennese bar pianists for cozy time by candlelight in your home. Bar piano, simply beautiful. Music culture at its peak. Bar music as a cult. We are happy to caress your soul. I say goodbye for today, and I'm looking forward to enchanting your soul again at the next show, when we present again the melodies of the Viennese bar pianists. A hearty Servus from Vienna. That was Radio Bar Piano by and with Alexandra and the Viennese bar pianists.